So the conflict becomes bigger than just Lyra getting away.
Exactly. It becomes this joint effort to...
Okay, so you're here to get into something really cool, and you want to do it fast, right?
Right.
We all do.
Absolutely.
All right, so today we are deep diving into the Romantasy novel Broken Souls and Bones by L.J. Andrews. This is set in this Norse-inspired world, and it's got all the things you could want.
Oh, yeah.
Forbidden magic,
Yes.
political intrigue,
Lots of it.
and a slow burn romance that I think we're going to be talking about quite a bit.
For sure, for sure.
So basically, we want to figure out what's at the heart of this world that Andrews has built. Like, what are the conflicts and the elements that just suck you in?
Well, first you got to talk about Lyra Bien.
Okay.
She's this young woman, and she's got this super rare and dangerous magic. She's a bone melder.
Bone Melder, that's...
Yeah, so we're talking manipulation of blood and bone and even the soul.
Wow.
I know, right? But her power comes at a huge cost.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it's slowly killing her, and it's left her with these silver scars all over her body, so she's got to stay hidden. Especially from King Demir of Stonegate, because he is obsessed with magic, like dangerously obsessed.
Oh, so that's got to be a ton of pressure, like always looking over your shoulder, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And then you bring in Roark Ashwood.
Oh, yeah, he's a game changer for sure.
So he's the Prince's Guard, like a silent assassin type.
Uh-huh.
Super scary.
Yeah, he's terrifying, and he ends up uncovering Lyra's big secret.
Oh, wow. That's like the ultimate discovery.
Yeah, it completely changes everything.
So how does this all come out?
Well, the inciting incident is all about Lyra. Like, she ends up using her powers to save her best friend.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Right. You'd think she'd get some praise for that, but instead, she gets claimed by the crown. They say, okay, you're the next Melder.
Oh, no.
I know. Talk about irony, right? She does this heroic thing, and bam, she's basically imprisoned down to the king.
So she's powerful, but...
She's powerful, but she's trapped, and she's staring down a slow death sentence.
So what does she do?
Well, she's not giving up, that's for sure. She's desperate to escape this fate, and that's where Roark comes back in.
Okay.
They form this very uneasy alliance.
Well, yeah, they come from such different worlds.
Exactly. There's a ton of mistrust at first.
Right.
But as they work together, trying to find a way out for Lyra, that suspicion starts to fade.
Okay.
And they uncover some seriously messed up stuff about their world and even themselves, like what they're capable of and what their limits are.
So they're kind of bonded by this common enemy, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's that classic trope, but it works.
It does.
Then that bond, it deepens into something much bigger.
Oh, so we get to the romance.
We do. Even in this world of oppression and constant danger, they find a connection.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, and it's not just some fluffy side story either. Their relationship becomes super important to their fight against, all those controlling forces around them.
So the conflict becomes bigger than just Lyra getting away.
Exactly. It becomes this joint effort to challenge the whole system with Roark at her side, and they come to this point where they have to make a choice.
Yeah.
Do they just accept this dark destiny that seems inevitable, or do they fight back?
And what are some of the big ideas that the book tackles along the way?
Oh, there's a bunch, but one of the big ones is freedom.
Freedom.
What it truly means, and the crazy sacrifices people will make for it.
Right.
And we get this really interesting look at morality, where good and bad isn't always so black and white. And then there's the characters themselves, like their resilience, their refusal to give up. It's powerful stuff.
Okay.
And the idea of found family, it's a huge theme.
What do you mean by that?
It shows how the connections we make can be just as strong as blood ties, sometimes even stronger.
Oh, I see.
And, the source material really emphasizes how richly detailed the world is and how emotionally charged the story is. It pulls you right in.
That's great.
It is.
And for people who are already into fantasy and romance, like what specifically makes this book stand out?
Well, the magic system is super unique. It's all about manipulating bone and soul.
Oh, wow. That's different.
Yeah, and then you've got these complex characters wrestling with impossible choices.
Right.
It's a good recipe.
So just to recap, we've got this super strong but super dangerous magic. A protagonist in hiding, a scary dude who finds her out, and a rebellion simmering against a powerful regime. It's a lot.
It is. It's a familiar setup, but with this fresh Norse-inspired spin.
I like it. And it really makes you think, doesn't it, about the whole power struggle between individuals and the people in charge.
For sure.
And how something like Lyra's magic, right knowledge that's forbidden, it can be terrifying, but it can also be the key to breaking free.
Absolutely.
And that's not just in these fantasy worlds. I mean, that's something to think about in our own world, too.
Totally.
How we handle power and information, like what we choose to restrict and what we fight to uncover.
Makes you think.
It does.
Yeah.
Really does.
Yeah.
Grab Broken Souls and Bones by L.J. Andrews now on sale for $19.95. Don't miss this chance to build good habit and achieve remarkable results. Buy now, today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.